This is a conversation that is oh so timely, because it really is time to ditch the diet and not feel pressured into thinking that you have to physically change to start off the new year, despite what you might be hearing and seeing all around you right now. To tell us how to embrace our bodies and ditch the diet is women's coach Meg Pearson. Welcome back to the show.
Yay, I'm so glad to be here.
Let's talk about this whole new year, new you concept. I mean, where do we even begin with all of this? Because it is everywhere and the pressure can really get you down.
Yeah, I mean, we're just inundated. And I was just saying with a client the other day, this idea that we're in this collective binge purge cycle by the calendar year, right? October hits, Halloween, then we have Thanksgiving, then we have Christmas, and then Jan 1 hits, and oh my gosh, stop eating. Oh, you better repent. Time to get ready, new year, new you, and then it goes all the way through into the summer with this whole bikini body idea, and it just sucks us of our life. And our presence and our ability to actually live and be happy now instead of in this constant when I have, when I look, when I change, when I lose mentality. And it drives me crazy.
So when we talk about diet culture, though, because I think we need to define it, because it's really, a couple words that get thrown around a lot, but what does that mean?
So to me, diet culture it's a system of beliefs. It is a set of social messages and accepted behaviors that worship thinness and equate thinness to health, to moral values. Diet culture promotes weight loss as a means to achieving higher status. It oppresses people that don't match up to a certain picture of health. It is an oppression of certain ways of eating, like it demonizes food as good and bad. Like it's all of these messages that we don't even realize we're being inundated with and probably have been inundated with since childhood.
It's true.
And it's so toxic, but like I said, it's accepted and it's normal and it is across the board in marketing, in media, in magazines, around our own kitchen tables at home. And that's, I think, why it's so hard, because it's insidious.
It is. And I think we don't even really see it, until you do. And then you sort of see the matrix that we're in and you see how it's really an economy. This is all about making money, And as soon as you start to see that and you start to sort of distance yourself from it, you can really make some progress. How do we know if we're under the influence? I mean, I feel like we all are by nature of being human.
Yeah, and I say this to a lot of the women that I work with. I'm like, well, if you came to me, I'm guessing you're probably under the influence and you're ready to free yourself.
Yes.
But simple things. If you feel guilty about eating too much or eating certain foods, this whole, oh, I shouldn't, that whole idea that is super normal, and a lot of people experience that. If you feel like certain foods you can't eat, or you're cutting out full food groups, which is a lot of what different diets are right now, like keto and paleo and all of that, you're cutting out a lot of things. If you just don't feel right because you didn't work out today, like you feel restless and like uneasy because, oh my God, I didn't get my workout in. If you at any time equate your worth to your appearance, to your body size, to a certain weight.
Say that again.
If you equate your worth to your appearance. And that's the work. That is the deepest layer of this work.
It is, and the most worthwhile, because if you're stuck in that, it really robs you of your purpose.
100%.
Because our purpose here on this planet is out and about. It's not within the relationship that we have with our own limitations. So let's talk about some steps on how we can literally rebel from diet culture, and there's an acronym for that.
Yeah, so this is my acronym. This is an acronym that I have created, and it's really just been this brain aha moment for me in the last few months. But it is a culmination of all of the work that I've done for myself. I'm 20 years, I had bulimia, full-blown. I used to volunteer at eating disorder centers here in Toronto when I lived here 20 years ago. I've been recovering and in recovery for 20 years now.
You know of what you speak. Yeah.
And I've worked with women from recovering from eating disorders to that just overeating and all of that. And so I've come up with this acronym for REBEL.
Yeah.
Rebel, and it's 5 parts.
Okay.
They kind of happen in tandem, but the first one here is R is for the root reasons and reprogram. So before we can start healing, we really need to understand our story and our history with diet culture, because it does vary.
And I don't want to rush this because you and I need to talk more about this, but let's just go through them so people can, because we've got like a minute left.
Okay, so E is energy work, and this is where I bring in my special component, which is I do a lot of breath work to help people heal and release.
Yeah.
Emotional stuff, body neutrality and body respect, which is super huge.
Doesn't have to be positive, just have a neutral relationship with it. Eating intuitively, that's a big one.
Eating intuitively, so intuitarianism is the term that I like to use. That's the way I eat.
I love that.
I'm an intuitarian.
I'm an intuitarian.
Yeah, and then once you have all of that and you figure that out, then you can finally learn how to live and love life. And it's just about choosing it every single day, because you have to choose to be outside of this diet culture world every single day.
Meg Pearson, we need more of you in our daily lives. Where can people get access to all this good knowledge and energy you're giving us.
Well, thank you. I am on Instagram at Coach Meg Pearson, Pearson like the airport, meganpearson.ca. I have some free resources that are available. I have a whole 40-minute workshop on all of this type of stuff, as well as free breathwork challenge people can sign up for if they want to get to know what breathwork's all about as well.
Beautiful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for speaking that truth, because I think, we all need to hear it. We need to hear it many, many times.